back again on a Monday. I am extremely tired. I am out of the shower, as you can see, with my lovely curly wet hair. And yeah, because we were filming Hayley's MIA and there was lots of shaving foam pies to the face and running around after people screaming you haven't paid for your beer, and oh, the hilarity. Me with a pie tin on my head but it didn't have shaving foam in it. Anyway, onwards. As you saw in the title sequence, we were doing life's unanswered questions, where I basically found a random website on the internet which had unanswered or unanswerable questions on it. But first of all, well no, let's just get right on that. I can't be bothered with the first of all. Isn't it scary that the word therapist is the same as the words the and rapist put together? No, it's not scary. It's not scary whatsoever. Unless you're some weird paranoid person who thinks going to your therapist is going to rape you. If that has actually happened to you, that's awful and I'm sorry, but at the minute, because it was on the internet, I'm sort of looking at it going, this is somebody thinking they were funny by putting this question on the internet, and they're not funny, so no, it's not scary. To answer that question, it's just silly and coincidental and probably has nothing to do with anything. Next one. Do sheep get static cling when they rub against one another? I don't know. I have never taken two sheep. I have never rubbed two sheep together. I don't see why anyone would want to rub two sheep together to find this out. And if I were on Brainiac, I probably would go and do it. But I'm not. I'm sitting in my room in Northern Ireland with no sheep. So instead, I am going to imagine that if you took two sheep, one in this hand and one in this hand, and you rubbed said sheep together, they would not get static cling, they would probably get angry, because they probably don't want to be rubbed together, because they're sheep and animal beings themselves. They would probably bail on at you, and once you let go of them, would run off in some direction, baaing frequently, letting all their other sheep friends know that you're weird, and you rub sheep together. And you might be some sort of sheep rapist. So yeah. If you feel the need to go and rub sheep together, please go and rub sheep together. And then clutter my comment section with how you've rubbed sheep together. You'll probably sound like a sheep rapist, to be quite honest. But anyway, next question. What does okay actually mean? I'm not sure. I think it just means okay as in okay, A-Y. I think it's just an abbreviation of that. Fairly easy, unanswerable question. If you're caught between a rock and a hard place, is the rock not hard? Well, you see, in their question it doesn't say that the rock isn't hard. It just says between a rock and a hard place. This could be between a rock and a cliff face, like in 127 hours, even though that was a boulder. I don't really care. A rock is a small boulder. End of. So, yeah, a rock and a hard place. This could be between a rock and a cliff face, a rock and a wall, a rock and another rock, a rock and probably one of my cakes once I've left it for a while, a rock and a rather large tree, a rock and something else like carbon steel, aluminium, big thick sheets of it, steel. I don't know, there you go. So to answer the question, is the rock not hard, is basically the question in that. And to answer your question, yes, the rock is hard. If you feel the need to go and test this, put a rock up against your face. Place your face on my rock and see how hard it is. Again, clutter the comment section. I will promptly laugh at them because you smashed your face into a rock, and then move on with my life. Can blind people be dyslexic when they read Braille? I don't know, because for one, I'm not blind, I can see. And two, I'm not dyslexic. I mean, no offence to blind people. I have met a few blind people in my day and they were all lovely. I have tried to read Braille once. I went to W5 and there was little lifty flappy things that underneath had Braille, and on the flappy things that had Braille underneath it had the answer, and I went through and I tried to read the Braille and it just felt like dots to me, because I've got sort of 4-ish languages in my head. I've got English, I've got a little bit of Spanish, I've got a little bit of French, and I've got a little bit of Japanese all up there, so trying to learn Braille was like kind of hard, but it was really hard to distinguish. So to blind people who have to learn that, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But I don't know. If there's any dyslexic blind people, please feel free to contact us and tell us if it's harder than normal. I imagine my little sister, Tegan, is dyslexic, and she basically has trouble when reading words, and the words tend to mix themselves up when she can see them. Now, if someone was blind and couldn't see the words, I'm wondering, do they not get the same problem because they have to feel instead of see? I don't know. So I can't answer that question. I think it would be quite interesting to see if a dyslexic blind person would have trouble doing Braille. They mightn't do, because instead of having to read the words, they have to feel them, and then it's from feeling it goes in and works it out in their head instead of seeing like normal people. Not that I'm saying they're not normal, it sounds awful. But So can blind people be dyslexic when they read Braille? I don't know. Please, blind dyslexic people, contact us, because that's actually quite interesting. So yeah, for now that is my 5 unanswerable questions. I'm going to finish my cup of tea. Love tea. And then I am going to probably edit this, and then it will make its way onto the internet, where probably not many people will view it. And yeah. Anyway, I shall see you YouTubers next Monday. Bye bye.